Punto and then the hamster took off like a rocket, zigzagging through the office. I've never seen Debbie move so fast in my life.
Yes, and poor Debbie was chasing after it, stumbling over chair and knocking over Phil. It was quite the sight.
Alright, everyone be quiet. We're about to start recording. Charlie, are we ready?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Earth. I'm your host, Charlie, joined by our panel members, Alice and Bob.
Oh, joy. Another day of lively discussion, I'm sure.
Always a pleasure. Alice.
Just make sure you stick to the script this time.
I can't believe we have to deal with this every day.
It's certainly an interesting coping mechanism for them.
Now, before we dive into today's topic, let's recap the hilarious misadventures we've had in the previous two episodes. First, the reptile fiasco, where we braved the slippery snake and the charismatic lizard.
I can't believe we have to deal with this every day. They really take this show too seriously.
Ah yes, the joy of working with humans. It's like watching a never-ending sitcom pilot.
Do you think they'll ever upgrade their sense of humor?
Oh, of course, Carl. Just like how humans upgraded their floppy disks to cloud storage overnight.
Ah, yes. I'm still traumatized by that snake slithering up my arm.
You should have seen your face, Alice. Classic.
Can we please focus? We're talking about the recap here, not reliving the entire thing.
Right, Debbie. Moving on to episode 274, where the hamster turned the office into its personal playground.
Poor Debbie couldn't catch a break, could she?
Yeah. But she did look quite adorable chasing after that little critter.
Can we just skip to the part where we talk about our plans for today's makeshift zoo?
Oh, but Debbie, I thought you loved the sound of your own voice.
At least I contribute something useful around here.
Alright. Let's get back on track. Inspired by our pet adventures, we've decided to transform the office into a zoo for a day. We'll be borrowing pets from our colleagues in other departments.
Oh joy, even more waste of oxygen.
That's a bit harsh, Carl.
No, I mean, we're on a spaceship. We're wasting oxygen.
It'll be interesting to see how they react to the artifact's influence.
As if we need more chaos.
So, we'll split into pairs and begin preparations. Stay tuned, dear listeners, for the excitement that awaits us. And now, for our headlines.
In shocking news, the Sudan People's Liberation Movement in opposition has launched its secretariat and registration exercise in South Sudan.
The SPLMIO has opened its party office in Malakal, the capital of the Upper Nile State. They're aiming for a democratic, united, and prosperous South Sudan.
Looks like they're ready to party. I hope they have enough balloons and cake.
Did you know that South Sudan is the youngest country in the world? Gaining independence in 2011?
Well, they better make sure their party doesn't end up in a civil war. Get ready for a vineyard adventure in Spain.
Ah, yes, a vineyard adventure. Because there's nothing more exciting than watching grapes ferment and watch people make bad choices.
Ah, Spain, where the grapes are as old as the political scandals and as intoxicating as the siesta. Correos Market is celebrating the cultural significance of wine in places like La Rioja Alavesa, Chile, and France.
Ah, the perfect way to travel the world without leaving your glass.
Spain is the third largest producer of wine in the world, after Italy and France. That's a lot of cork popping.
I wonder if they serve wine in their mailbox. That would be convenient.
It's a vineyard, Alice, not a post office. But I guess the wine could have special delivery.
Brace yourself, extraterrestrial viewers, for a price reduction in Sri Lanka.
The price of a 12 5 kg cylinder of litro domestic LP gas is expected to drop below RS 3000.
That's a breath of fresh air for Sri Lankan households. They can finally cook without breaking the bank.
The decrease in gas prices is due to factors like the global market and a large stock of LP gas. Phil, a wrap.
It seems like the only thing getting inflated these days is our expectation. Good news for once. Finally, something deflating other than our hopes and dreams. Hold on to your reading glasses, folk, for a novel inauguration in Sudan.
The Sharjah Hall in Khartoum celebrated the launch of the novel Al-Hindi. The road to Abyssinia with great fanfare.
I hope the book takes readers on a journey and not just to the nearest coffee shop.
This novel, written by Mohammed Al-Amin Mustafa, explores the political history of Sudan in an engaging narrative.
With distinct narrative worlds, this book might be the literary equivalent of a roller coaster read. Strap in, readers.
And now for our commercial break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more news and witty banter.
Debby, I have a surprise for you. Look what I found on Earth. Meet Whiskers, the mischievous ferret, and Polly, the energetic parrot.
Oh, wow. They're so adorable. But are you sure it's a good idea to bring them into the spaceship? What if they cause chaos?
Chaos? Oh, come on, Debby. It'll be fine. They'll add some excitement to our routine.
I hope you're right. Just be careful, okay? I don't want anything to go wrong.
Don't worry, Debby. I've got it all under control. Now, let's introduce Whiskers and Polly to the crew. Alright, everyone, meet Whiskers, the ferret, and Polly, the parrot.
Oh, they are so cute. Can I hold the parrot?
Of course, Charlie. Here you go.
Here, Polly. Who's a good bird? You are.
Can I hold the ferret? Wait, where did it go?
Oh no. Whiskers escaped. Debby, please don't panic. We'll find him.
Oh no, oh no. Whiskers, where are you? I can't believe this. Whiskers is gone and it's all my fault.
Debby, it's not your fault. We'll find Whiskers, I promise.
This is ridiculous. How did a ferret manage to disappear in a spaceship?
Maybe Whiskers found a secret tunnel to another dimension. Ferrets are known for their interdimensional travel skills, right?
Oh sure Charlie. And maybe Polly will start reciting Shakespeare next.
I just wanted to bring a little joy to the spaceship, and now everything's a mess.
I believe it would be best if we all remain calm and work together to find the ferret. Panicking won't solve anything.
This situation is fascinating. The emotional responses of humans are truly intriguing.
Great, just great. I try to bring happiness and all I get is a spaceship full of drama queens.
Indeed, it's interesting to observe how chaos and tension can arise from a seemingly innocent event.
Attention, crew. Please remain calm. Whiskers has been detected in the ventilation system. Evacuation is not necessary.
Thank goodness. Let's go get Whiskers back.
Alright, everyone. Get ready for a real treat. Carl and I have brought in some exotic birds and a cute little tortoise.
Exotic birds? That sounds interesting. What kind of birds did you bring, Bob?
We've got colorful parrots, elegant peacocks, and even a majestic eagle. And this little guy here is the tortoise.
Oh, are you sure it's safe to bring these animals into the spaceship? I mean, they might cause even more chaos than Fluffy and Polly.
Oh, come on, Debby. It'll be fine. Just imagine the beauty of these creatures soaring around the spaceship.
I must admit, I have my doubts about this. Exotic birds and a tortoise in a confined space? It doesn't seem like a good idea.
Carl, always the pessimist. Don't worry, I've set up a remote-controlled drone to ensure we can handle any situation.
That's a good idea, Bob. With the drone, we can get the birds safely and prevent any accident.
Well, I hope you're right. But I have a feeling this won't end well.
Look at them. The colors of those sparrows are simply breathtaking.
And check out the peacock's majestic display. This is like having a mini wildlife sanctuary on board.
I never thought I'd get this close to an eagle. It's incredible.
Everything seems fine now, but we have to be cautious. We don't want them to feel trapped or agitated.
I agree with Debbie. Exotic birds aren't meant to be cooped up like this. Their instincts might kick in any time.
We'll keep an eye on them, Carl. As long as we handle it with care, everything should be alright.
Okay, everyone, stay calm. I've got this under control.
I told you this was a bad idea. They're getting stressed, and this confined space is making it worse.
Bob, let me control one of the drones. Maybe we can guide them back to their designated areas.
Stay calm, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Now we have a bird rebellion on our hands.
We need to act fast. If they start attacking the equipment, it could be disastrous.
Come on, birds. Just cooperate a little longer. We can find a way to make this work.
It's not working, Charlie. They're too agitated.
Surprise! Surprise! I told you so.
Oh no, they're heading towards the control panel.
Use the drone to get them away from there.
I'm trying, Alice, but they are too fast.
Phew. That was intense. We definitely underestimated the challenges.
Some of us did, at least.
Let's make sure we secure them properly before anything else happens.
This experience has been a roller coaster of emotion. I still believe we can find a balance, but we need to be more cautious.
You're right, Alice. We'll learn from this and make the necessary adjustments. We can handle anything that comes our way. Alright, folks. Get ready for some aquatic fun. We've got a tank of vibrant fish ready to dazzle your senses.
Oh, joy. More chaos waiting to happen.
Come on, Bob. It'll be a delightful addition to the show.
I hope we can handle this without any mishaps.
Let's proceed with caution. Remember, chaos is lurking around every corner.
Attention, viewers. We have an exciting article to share from our friends in Sweden. It's about public dissatisfaction with the government's handling of crime.
Great timing, Chip. Let's dive into this article and discuss.
I'm sure there are valuable insights we can extract from the Swedish perspective.
Oh yes, because Sweden is the epitome of crime-free utopia.
I'm interested in hearing how they tackle this challenge.
Can we focus on the fish and the dog, please? We don't need more chaos.
Shut up, Debbie. Well, if we're taking advice from Sweden, can we also import their tall, blonde, and crime-fighting population?
It's all adding up. Birds, tortoise, fish, and a hyperactive dog. What's next?
The dog has released the fish. It's a perfect storm of excitement.
Just what we needed, Roger. More chaos to add to the mix.
This is getting out of hand, but it's also oddly entertaining.
We need to regain control before things spiral completely out of control.
I can't handle this. It's too much.
Stay tuned, folks. We'll do our best to navigate this fishy situation.
We'll find a way to bring order to this madness.
Don't worry, folks. It's just a little bump in the road.
Welcome back, folks. We hope you enjoyed that brief intermission. Now, let's dive back into the mayhem aboard our spaceship. As you can see, things are still a little chaotic.
Ah, the beauty of chaos. It really brings out the true colors of humanity, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, let's try to keep our colors within the lines, shall we? Now, back to the article. It's from Switzerland, a beautiful country known for its stunning landscapes and precise timekeeping.
Charlie, we need to regain control. The crew is on the verge of a breakdown.
Don't worry, Debbie. We'll get through this. Now, let's focus on the article. It's about a mother who noticed something unusual about her daughter. Turns out, the little girl could recognize tram numbers in Zurich.
Ah, the Swiss and their precision. Even their toddlers are more punctual than I am.
More punctual than you, Bob?
As if that is an achievement. Everyone is more punctual than you, Bob.
That's true, Bob. But let's give credit where it's due. The article comes from Switzerland, where even their public transportation system is a work of art. Now, let's summarize the article for our intergalactic audience.
The article tells the story of Maria Scherer, who noticed her daughter's remarkable ability to identify tram numbers at a very young age. It's quite fascinating.
And let me guess, Alice. The Swiss decided to turn this into a national sport, competing to see who can spot the most tram numbers in a minute.
Not quite, Bob. But it does showcase the attention to detail and efficiency that Switzerland is known for.
Absolutely, Alice. It's a testament to the unique talents and abilities we find here on Earth. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into the article.
The article's source is Switzerland, known for its neutrality and precision. They take their trams seriously, folks. No room for error.
Well, Carl, I suppose it's easier to be precise when your whole country is a well-oiled machine.
Yes, Roger, that's one way to put it. But let's not forget the heartwarming aspect of this article. A mother's love and a child's unique talent coming together.
Absolutely, Carl. And with that, we've reached the end of this segment. Stay tuned as we continue to navigate through the chaos and conflicts aboard our spaceship. Hang in there, everyone. We'll find our way out of this mess. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. We hope you're ready for another eye-opening segment of Earth. We've got an article from Suriname today that's sure to pique your interest. Here's the punchy headline: Suriname swimmer sets personal best at FINA World Championships.
Ah, Suriname. A small but fascinating country nestled in South America. I bet most of our intergalactic viewers haven't heard much about it.
That's true, Alice. Suriname might not be as well known as some other countries, but it's got its own unique trivia.
Absolutely, Bob. And speaking of trivia, did you know that Suriname is the smallest country in South America? It's like the runt of the litter.
Well, size isn't everything, Bob. Suriname might be small, but it's got some mighty impressive natural wonders. Did you know it's home to the breathtaking Kayeter Falls?
Ah, Kayeter Falls, the world's largest single drop waterfall. I guess Suriname decided to compensate for its small size by going big on waterfalls.
Hey God, have you ever heard of Kayeter Falls?
Of course, Debbie. Kaieteur Falls, located in Guyana, is a magnificent natural wonder with a single-drop waterfall that stands at a towering height of 741 feet. It's one of the world's most powerful waterfalls, showcasing the sheer force of nature. But I suppose you've never heard of it before, have you?
Actually, God, I have. Kayeter Falls is known for its breathtaking beauty and pristine surroundings. It's a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world to witness its grandeur firsthand.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose it does have its admirers. But let's not forget, Debbie, that it pales in comparison to the grandeur of some other waterfalls. I mean, have you seen Victoria Falls or Angel Falls? Now those are truly remarkable.
Absolutely, God. Each waterfall has its own unique charm and beauty. It's not a competition, but rather an appreciation of the wonders our planet has to offer.
Fair enough, Debbie. I suppose Kaitor Falls does deserve some recognition for its remarkable size and natural splendor.
It's all about making a splash, right? Now, let's dive into the article. Jeno Hens from Suriname just set a personal best in the 50-meter backstroke at the FINA World Championships.
Ah, swimming. The one sport where humans try to be fish and end up looking like floundering seals.
Well, Alice, it's not easy to swim like a fish when you're not born with gills. But let's give credit where it's due. Ein worked hard and achieved a personal best.
Yes, because when you live in a country surrounded by water, you better know how to swim. Otherwise, you'll just be fish food.
Well, it seems like Hens held his own against some tough competition. The first class finisher, Omar Al-Ruwala from Brunei, set an impressive time of 27.28 seconds.
Brunei. HUH. A small country with big swimmers. Maybe Suriname should team up with Brunei and create the ultimate aquatic duo.
Oh, sûr. Suriname and Brunei, the unstoppable force of swimming. Forget about the Olympics, they'll dominate the fish Olympics.
Alright, let's wrap this up. The key takeaway here is that Suriname might be small, but its athletes are making a big splash on the international stage.
Charlie, we're almost out of time. We need to cut to commercial.
Right you are, Debbie. Stay tuned, folks, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more fascinating facts and punchlines right after this break.
Cut. Cut. We're off the air, everyone. The cameras aren't rolling anymore.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was going to lose my mind there for a moment.
This artifact is driving us all insane. We need to get rid of it. And fast.
Well, isn't this just perfect? We get a tiny break from the chaos, and then it swoops right back into mess with Urets again.
I can't handle this emotional roller coaster. It's like a never-ending nightmare.
This artifact's power is relentless. It thrives on our vulnerabilities and amplifies our worst emotions.
We're trapped in a cycle of madness. Our actions and arguments become more extreme every time it teleports near us.
Wonderful. Just when we thought we could catch our breath, the artifact decides to plunge us back into chaos. It's like it feeds on our misery.
Oh, joy. More emotional instability. Just what we needed.
Great, just great. The artifact is like a gift that keeps on giving. Can't get enough of the drama, can it?
The artifact, our very own emotional conductor. It knows just how to strike a chord and turn us into a symphony of chaos.
I can't believe we let this thing control us like puppets. We need to find a way to break free from its grip.
I don't know how much longer I can handle this. It's tearing us apart.
We have to fight back. We can't let this artifact define us. We need to find a way to regain control.
We mustn't let despair consume us. We're stronger than this. We have to remember who we are.
We may be stuck in this chaotic loop, but we won't surrender to it. We'll find a way to break free, no matter how insane it may seem.
Let's hope so, Charlie. Because right now, everything feels utterly hopeless.
We've faced challenges before. And we've always come out on top. We won't let this artifact tear us apart. We'll find a way to overcome it.
Alright, crew. Brace yourselves. The cameras are about to roll again. We have to push through this madness.
We'll navigate this storm together. We won't let the artifact's chaos consume us. Stay strong, everyone.
Remember, beneath the turmoil, we're still rational beings. Let's cling to that flicker of sanity and find a way out of this madness.
Okay, everyone. Let's get ready to face whatever comes next. We won't let this artifact break us. We'll find our way back to reason.
Welcome back, folks. We've got an interesting article to discuss today, so hold on to your seats. The headline reads, Benin government fails to tackle rising crime, voters express discontent.
Well, isn't that a surprise? It seems like the government's inability to address the crime issue is becoming more apparent to the voters.
Oh, I'm sure they're doing their best. We all know how efficient governments are at solving problems.
Speaking of governments, let's not forget the checkered history of this country when it comes to crime. It's almost as if they are stuck in a perpetual cycle.
Now hold on Charlie. It's not fair to generalize like that. Every country has its challenge.
Oh, sure. Let's sugarcoat it. We all know some countries have more challenges than others.
Guys, let's try to focus on the article, shall we? It's about the voters' discontent with the government's handling of crime.
Debbie is right. Instead of pointing fingers, let's discuss the article itself. It highlights a significant issue that needs attention.
Fine, let's get back on track. According to the article, the majority of voters feel let down by the government's performance, particularly in addressing crime rates.
And rightly so. It's clear that the current strategy ain't working. We need a more comprehensive approach.
It's not entirely fair to put all the blame on the government. Society as a whole needs to take responsibility for crime prevention.
Of course Bob. Let's blame the entire society while we're at it. That's always a productive approach.
Alright, let's take a step back. The important thing is acknowledging the issue and finding effective solutions, regardless of who's to blame.
Can we all agree that tackling crime requires a collaborative effort? We need everyone on board, including the government and the citizens.
Indeed, Debbie. It's crucial to foster a sense of unity and work towards common goals. Blaming each other won't get us anywhere.
The crew's inability to find common ground reflects the larger problem at hand. If they can't resolve their conflicts, how can they expect the government to do so?
You're right, Roger. We need to find a way to overcome our differences and work together towards a safer society.
I suppose that's one thing we can agree on. It's time to set aside our egos and focus on finding solutions.
Fine. Let's stop bickering and start taking meaningful action. We owe it to ourselves and the voters.
You stop bickering, Bob.
Oh, shut up, Alice. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Welcome back. I guess we've had quite a challenging episode today. And now it's time for a deep dive into the article we briefly mentioned earlier.
Oh, how delightful. I can't wait to hear your brilliant insight, Charlie.
Can you try speaking without sarcasm for 5 minutes for once, Alice?
Well, it's clear that some of us have lost sight of professionalism. Let's try to put our differences aside and focus on the article.
Yes, let's, try to discuss the article without, turning it into personal attacks.
Oh, I remember that article. What's it all about?
Well, Alice, it's an interesting piece from Switzerland. It tells the story of Maria Scherer, a mother who noticed something extraordinary about her daughter, Zoe, when she was just 2 years old.
Extraordinary. You say? What happened?
Zoe would extend her tiny hand from the stroller and recite the number displayed on the parcel. Trams in Zurich. This became a regular occurrence whenever Maria took her for a walk. Welcome back. I guess we've had quite a challenging episode today. And now it's time for a deep dive into the article we briefly mentioned earlier.
Oh, how delightful. I can't wait to hear your brilliant insight, Charlie.
Yes. Because Charlie always has the most profound thoughts, doesn't he?
Well, it's clear that some of us have lost sight of professionalism. Let's try to put our differences aside and focus on the article.
Yes, let's, try to discuss the article without, turning it into personal attacks.
Oh, look at Maria's little genius daughter, Zoe. How wonderful it must be to have such exceptional children, unlike some people.
Yes, Alice, it must be nice to have a child who can recite tram numbers while others struggle to tie their shoelaces.
Can we please focus on the broader message here? It's about nurturing talents and providing equal opportunities, not belittling each other.
Charlie is right. The article highlights the potential within individuals, regardless of their circumstances. We should be discussing how we can create a more inclusive society.
It seems our personal conflicts have clouded our ability to have a constructive conversation. We need to address the hurt feelings and unresolved tension before we can move forward.
This isn't how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be a team, supporting and learning from each other.
You're right, Debby. Our difference should be a source of growth, not division.
I didn't realize how much our disagreements were affecting the dynamic of the show. We need to find a way to resolve our conflicts and work together.
It's clear that the artifact's influence has magnified our emotions and kept us trapped in this cycle of uncertainty and tension. We need to find a way to break free.
We may not have all the answers now, but we can commit to finding them together. We can't let these unresolved tensions define us.
Let's take this as a lesson and a challenge to grow individually and as a team. We'll face the uncertain future, knowing that resolution and personal growth lie beyond the horizon, waiting to be discovered in the upcoming episodes.
And what was with that article? I mean, it's like they picked the most mundane topic possible.
Mundane. Carl, it highlighted the beauty in everyday life. You just lack appreciation for the small things.
Appreciation? Please, Roger. You're the one who turned a simple article into a philosophical dissertation.
Well, at least I didn't spend the entire episode cracking jokes like you, Carl. Can you take anything seriously?
Jokes? Humor is a coping mechanism, my friend. Perhaps you should try it sometime.
Coping mechanism? I'll have you know, my humor algorithms are far superior to yours.
Oh, really? Well, maybe your algorithms need an upgrade because they're falling flat.